Welcome into Red Empress Tarot. I'm Patty. I'm an intuitive, a reader, and a healer on the twin flame path myself, here to read you a message for your twin flame journey. I believe that if you have found this video and this channel, you've been guided to do so. If you love the content, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the tribe. Make sure that you tap into your intuition. Make sure that you are following your internal guidance. It's really important. And every thumbs up to the video is so valuable. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get into the reading. Welcome to this week's mirror message. Welcome back to my subscribers. I love you guys. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome to new people finding the channel. I hope you subscribe and become part of this community. We're building a gorgeous twin flame community here where we support and help each other, and I genuinely love it. I feel like we're soul family and we're stronger together, so I'd love if you'd be part of that. So we're doing a he said, she said spread with the mirror message. It is a mirrored energy spread. We look at the head space, heart space, and blocks and challenges for both the divine masculine and divine feminine for the twin flame journey in challenge or separation. Okay. At the end, I'll be doing some channeled messages from your person. A little bit from me, a little bit for you guys, and we're good to go. Please, before we get started, I would genuinely appreciate it if you go hit the like for me. That affirmation that I'm here for you and you like the energy and you like the way that I'm reading for you is genuinely appreciated. That helps me keep going, you know. Thank you so much for the people that do that. It's lovely. All right, let's get going. I've already tapped into spirit, grounded and protected, so we can just start reading. Okay. Oh, also remember, at the end of the reading now, with all my various kinds of regular readings that I do, if you ask me to draw you a card in the comments of this video, in the next mirror message, I will be drawing you a personal card at the end and doing a mini reading on that for you. I will be doing those at the end of this video for the people that asked last time. And you can do that in my various different kinds of readings, the torrents, the zodiac readings, and you can ask in every video. All right, Divine Masculine's headspace, please. Brand new deck today too. I just took it out of the box recently. I blessed it right before the video, and it's the first time I'm using it. I feel like there is a purpose for that. There'll be something in here that we're gonna need. So, too much, but I'm gonna take the top one. It's the 8 of Wands. Okay, for Divine Masculine's headspace. Look at Divine Masculine's heart space. How's he feeling? Divine Masculine's heart space. How's he feeling? Okay. The Fool. Nice. All right. What's Divine Masculine working through now? Blocks or challenges? The Lovers. Very nice. Let me bring that over here. All right, let's look at Divine Femme. Divine Feminine's headspace. Divine Feminine's headspace. What do we got for Divine Feminine today? Divine Feminine's headspace. No. There it is. 2 of them. Okay, we got the 10 of Wands and we got the 6 of Swords. Oh, nice. And then Divine Feminine's heart space. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Different energy than last week. We're picking up some good stuff here. And Divine Feminine's blocks or challenges, things you're working through right now. Things you need to work through or are working through. Divine Feminine. The High Priestess. Okay. Very, very good energy. For the Divine Feminines that watched this video last week and heard the message and took some of that to heart and changed something up, I feel that. I feel that in these cards. I feel a shift in energy, like very positive in the way you're thinking and the way you're feeling and the way you're reacting. It's really nice. Okay, let's get a clarifier from a different deck. I feel like I'm going to take the bottom of the deck for Divine Masculine is the Emperor. Yes. Yes. Good job, Divine Masculine. And where are we going with Divine Feminine? I can't decide whether between the Grand Lux or the Tarot of Dreams. Where are we going? Which one is going to have the right energy to clarify and for Divine Feminine? I think it's Tarot of Dreams. I'm going to go with that. Okay, so clarify the Eight of Wands, please. Spirit, clarify the Eight of Wands here for Divine Masculine's headspace. I think one card clarifier right now is what I need. Feeling like I don't need a lot here. I get the story. But one card to clarify the Eight of Wands, please. One card to clarify the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Masculine's headspace. There it is. The Emperor. Oh my God. The Emperor and the Emperor. Yes. I am liking this reading already. Okay. One card to clarify the Fool in Divine Masculine's heart space. Giant leap forward. The wording, these cards actually have a little descriptor below the title of the card, and it's why I bought them, because I felt like there are going to be certain readings where I pull this out where those descriptors are really going to fit, and I feel like that's true in this reading. I read intuitively, but sometimes you get cards like this that have words that are just like a kick from Spirit, you know. The Priestess, the High Priestess, clarifying the Fool. Okay, in heart space. And then, do I take this? Do I take these? Do I take this? Do I take these for the Lovers or for the Fool? I wasn't intending these. I'm going to put them back. I don't feel like they're... Okay, so clarify the Lovers is what I want. Clarify the Lovers, please, Spirit. Clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, we're going to take them. We're going to take them. So, the Lovers, do I take these? Yes, I take these. King of Swords, the Devil, and the Sun is what Divine Masculine is working through right now, or needs to work through. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune here for me for Divine Feminine's heart space. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune for Divine Fem's heart space. What is in Divine Feminine's heart space? Tell me why the wheel is here. Why is the wheel here? Page of Cups. And why is the Priestess here in the High Priestess in Divine Feminine's things she's working through, blocks, challenges? Why is the High Priestess here? Tell me about the High Priestess for Divine Feminine. And that's why I need the Grand Lux. Hold on. I'm going to take this for the energy, overall energy, Five of Cups in reverse for Divine Feminine. But I couldn't decide between the two, and it's because I need the Grand Lux for this last clarifier. I just heard it like ring in my head. That's why. So clarify the High Priestess. Clarify the High Priestess. Sometimes there's just the perfect card in a deck to describe what Spirit wants you to know. That's why I love decks. Deck art is really important to me. Hold on. What am I getting here? Am I holding the deck in reverse? I'm not. But I got the Six of Wands in reverse, and I got the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right, there's a reason for it. So hold on. I'm going to look at that in a minute. All right. That's a really interesting combination. Oh, I get it. Okay. Nice. Let's start with Divine Masculine. Before I start this part of the reading, I want to talk about something, though. I'm hearing address this. So I've had actually 2 or 3 people lately talk to me about being confused about which readings are for them. Either they all feel like they're for you, you're completely unsure. And here's what my advice is about that. First, there are different voices inside of you. There's your ego and there's your intuition. And one of the big challenges as a divine masculine or divine feminine is to learn to sort out your ego from your intuition. So your ego is the voice that's inside you that's more obnoxious. That's the voice that talks over everyone else. So you know when you're having a conversation with different people and there's that one person that keeps talking over everyone else and it's like, ugh, no one else can get a word in edgewise. That's the ego. It likes to supersede everything else. Your intuition, you hear your intuition when you get quiet, and it's the quiet, soft voice inside that you hear. It's never going to be a big, boisterous voice. Sometimes it'll send you a real zing, and you'll get a physical zap. Some people get like spiritual chills, goosebumps when something is a yes. Some people they actually hear yes in their head, or they hear a confirmation. Some people get a physical sign of some sort. Some people just have that knowing, whatever clairs you use to tap in, or just trusting your gut. And you have to separate, when you're trusting your gut, you have to separate out ego from intuition. They are not the same thing, and they're really easy to confuse when you're first starting to learn. So when you're trying to figure out what readings are for you, it's really important to tap in and be asking yourself the question, first, does this fit my story? Does it fit me? Second, how does it make me feel? If you're not hearing or seeing something specific, you have to tap in, how does the reading make you feel? Not whether it's going your way or not going your way, whether it's what you want to hear or not what you want to hear. If it makes you feel like you've learned something about your life and yourself, if it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel enlightened, then that's more likely for you. If it makes you feel bad, if it makes you feel negative, if it makes you feel worry, stress, it's not likely for you. So you have to learn to use your discernment, tap in, and separate out your ego from your intuition. And there are all kinds of resources out there on learning to do that. I suggest you look it up if you're having a hard time. But that's my little bit of advice for you. Just make sure that you're not going down a reading rabbit hole, is what I call it, when you just watch too many readings and you start feeling like you completely confused because you just don't know what's for you. If that happens, start dialing it back and like limit the amount of readings you watch. And as a reader, that sounds counterintuitive. I want you here. I want you as part of my channel, but I only want you here if it's helping you. I don't collect people to collect people. I'm actually here to help you on your journey, and that's very important to me. I'm called to this, and I'm not here for any reason other than to help you keep going in the best way possible, because I needed that so much when I started my journey, and I am incredibly grateful for the people that helped me, and so I'm paying it back and paying it forward. Okay, on to the reading. Sorry, little important point there. Trust yourself more than you trust anyone else. Trust your inner voice. Don't trust anyone else to tell you what's for you. You have to know what's for you. Okay. Divine masculine overall energy. The Emperor. Divine masculine for this collective, right? This isn't going to be for everyone. Not for every twin flame, because some of us are in different waves. But for the set of divine masculines for whom this resonates, they have mastered their king energy and they are coming into their emperor energy. And what is under the Emperor but the 10 of Pentacles? Complete stability for a new life. Happy home, happy family, happiness, and enough to share. This is really, really good energy. Under that is the Hanged Man. So having gained some beautiful perspective on being in Emperor energy, on what you want in your life, what kind of stability, what makes you happy, what makes you feel good and grounded. This divine masculine has new perspective and is in this gorgeous energy. I'm so proud of them. I would say him, but it's not body parts, guys. It's energy. I say him usually just to differentiate the counterparts. Divine masculine's headspace. Check this out. This is going to be a very simple, straightforward reading today. 8 of Wands and the Emperor. Putting energy into being the Emperor. Putting energy into being really balanced and really ready. This is great energy. And really putting energy in getting ready to communicate. This is quick communication. This is divine masculine that will be communicating this soon. Okay? For whoever this is resonating for, this is quick communication and lots of energy into it. Divine masculine's heart space. We got the Fool. And it says right here, and I told you I was going to be reading this, happiness needing to take a giant leap forward. Needing to take a giant leap forward. In this masculine's heart space, this masculine needs to take a giant leap forward. And they're ready for it with Emperor here. This is a masculine that is ready. This is a masculine that has done the work, gone through the crap, gone through the dark night of the soul, learned their lessons, dispelled a lot of karma, and is ready to talk, and is probably ready for union if you both choose that. Clarifying the Fool needing to take a big leap of faith in the heart space is the Priestess. Really, really tapped into spirit. The High Priestess card is my tapped into spirit card. Sometimes it can mean being silent, but that's not what it is here. This is needing to take a big leap forward because divine masculine is tapped into spirit. They are getting on par with divine feminine. They're catching up. I'm seeing someone walking and I'm seeing someone running behind them to catch up. Divine masculine's running now. Running to catch up. I mean, just like right on your coattails is what I'm hearing. Right on your heels. What is divine masculine working through right now? The Lovers. And I'm going to read it. What did I get? Romance building again within a marriage or relationship. A loving relationship you could share. Beautiful. This divine masculine is working through I get, okay, so with, hold on though, clarified by the King of Swords and the Devil. And the Lovers here is what they're working through. This divine masculine is working through releasing any toxic love from the past. And I believe that this divine masculine had toxic love. And if you call it love, something he called love that was toxic. This divine masculine is working through with King of Swords completely releasing and being really honest. The King of Swords is the most honest card in the night in the deck. He's the one that you know will tell the truth. King and Queen of Swords both. But this masculine is in King of Swords energy. With any past lovers, they are releasing that toxicity for their happiness so they can take this leap forward. They're actually in the middle of completely releasing this toxicity. And I feel like even some of them may have already released an ex-lover, but they're energetically cutting all the ties. This is someone cutting all the ties. Any toxic ties are out. That way they can build the relationship that they want. This loving relationship. Romance building again. building up something happy and solid with the sun here. That's the happiest you could be. It's really nice. Okay, let's look at Divine Femme. Divine Feminine, what's in your headspace? 10 of Wands and the 6 of Swords. Last mirror message, we had the energy of Divine Feminine in her heart space of frustration and imbalance because Divine Masculine wasn't coming forward and they weren't seeing the movement that they wanted to see. There was a real era of frustration in Divine Feminine's heart. But look at here, this week in her headspace, she's dropping the burden and going to a calmer place. 10 of Wands, weighed down with problems, this heavy load. This is a heavy load. Divine Feminine is weighing down the mental anguish. With the 6 of Swords, she's turning the boat out of these troubled waters to calmer waters. Divine Feminine, I am very proud of you. Whoever this is for, whoever did this, you are so on the right track. You are so on the right track. Last week, I just felt like I was calling you out. This week, I feel like, good for you. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. Divine Feminine's heart space, the Wheel of Fortune. It's about accepting fate. It's about accepting that this connection, certain things about it are fated, and it's going to go according to divine timing. And in her heart space, Divine Feminine is understanding now that she has to release that desire to control the wheel, to control how things turn. And she's opening her heart with this Page of Cups. I feel this more open-hearted energy and accepting the twin flame journey for what it is, and accepting that the masculine has got to do what the masculine does in their own time without trying to control, without being disappointed because they're not following the Divine Feminine's timeline. It's like releasing control of the timeline with this Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Cups. Opening your heart and letting things flow. This wheel will turn when it's time, but it's going to turn when the Divine Masculine's ready and the Divine Feminine's ready, and not a minute before that. Releasing the burden of this waiting energy, which is so unhealthy for you. You got to get out of that. Do your own life and just let it flow. Let this journey flow like it's meant to. Once you stop gumming up the works with stress and push and pull energy, everything can flow on both sides. And it's getting to that place of peace within yourself where your frustration toward your counterpart diminishes. Or when you find yourself frustrated, that you transmute that energy, you flip that energy on its ear more quickly. Because we're all human, we're going to have human emotions, right? When something makes us sad, we're going to be sad. But what do you do with the sadness? Do you live in it? Do you let it sit there? Or do you recognize it, feel it, acknowledge it, process it, and transmute it, and be positive again? Same with frustration, with anger. How fast do you transmute those things? That determines your vibration. The more you stay high vibe, the better you are. And if you think about vibration, everyone's like, oh, it's such a woo-woo term. It's actually kind of a scientific term. You know, we're all energy, right? Everybody, everything on the planet is energy. Therefore, people are energy, right? Energy that we give off vibrates at a certain frequency. And the more positive we stay, the higher that frequency is. The more negative or negativity we have around us and we let hang around us, the lower vibration that we have. When you're trying to come into relationship with someone, if you aren't a vibrational match, you're going to bump off of each other. Think of it like this. Like you're over here with, you know, you've got all these grooves on the edges of you, right? and all of your grooves are rounded edged. And your person over here, all of their grooves have square edges. If you try and come together, you can't fit together. You bump off each other because you're not a match. That's what vibrational match is about. The more positive you stay and high vibe that you stay in general, overall, the better your vibration is. And then your person can get there too. Divine Feminines lead the way in vibrational healing. And once Divine Feminines get up there, then Divine Masculines can catch up. And that's just how that works. That's the divine design. I didn't make it up. So I'm really, really proud of the Divine Feminines that are actually doing this. Good for you. Good for you. All right, so what is Divine Feminine working through here? We got the High Priestess. This Divine Feminine is very powerful. I'm getting that. I'm seeing the words very powerful on here, and I can't, it's the highest card in the tarot deck is the High Priestess, and it says that right here. It's a very powerful card. The Divine Feminine is a very powerful being. Okay, and what is the Divine Feminine working through? She's working through having come into power and having understood her personal power and not worrying about what people think, not worrying about how other people feel about it. This Divine Feminine is working through, like if the Six of Wands were upright, she would be very concerned with what other people think, how other people feel, their opinion. This Divine Feminine is really working or coming to the place where she's doing her own thing, and other people's opinion and how they feel has no bearing on how she feels about herself or her connection or her journey. And then we got the King of Swords in reverse too. So when the King of Swords is upright, they're very communicative, right? So the King of Swords is very cutting. They can be very cold when it's in the reverse, but they can also be silent. So what I'm getting here is silence. So there's something, and the High Priestess is mute, you know, she's silent. So this Divine Feminine, I feel like, is working toward or working through right now. One of your challenges is having all this power and not needing to tell other people, I am powerful. You just are. And you don't need people to validate you. You don't need people to validate your journey. You don't need people to validate your connection. You don't need people to validate who you are. I think that for some Divine Feminines, it's been a challenge here getting people to understand you, feeling understood and feeling validated, having that external validation. And this is a card of not needing external validation, not needing to profess to people about your journey, about your person. I think it feels very secure. It's very standing in your power and feeling secure in who you are and not needing that external validation anymore. Just really, really good. I mean, that is one of the things Divine Masculine really struggles with a lot, is that caring what people think and needing that external validation. But I feel like Divine Feminine over here is really working through that and really coming to that place, which I really like it. Overall energy for Divine Femme, I know I'm coming to this last, I don't know why, other than maybe it's just the time to talk about that now, is the Five of Cups in reverse. And this is what I'm saying about the difference between last reading and this reading. In the last reading, it was very much a Five of Cups upright energy. Disappointment. Disappointment in the Divine Masculine in the journey. And now the overall energy is coming out of disappointment. Leaving, putting down the burden, and going to a calmer place. leaving that disappointed energy behind and letting things flow. Underneath that is the Star. Underneath that is your wish fulfillment because you're doing that. It's a reward. It's building up good karma to do this. And congratulations, Divine Feminine. Both sides here, I see such beautiful progression on both sides. Under that is the Eight of Cups. Yeah, walking away. Walking away from Five of Cups energy. Depressed, sad, frustrated, lonely, missing my counterpart. Transmuting that into, I wish you were here, but I wish you well. And I'm going to do my thing while you do your thing, and I'm okay with it. Getting to that peaceful place with it, with your person. Instead of that push-pull place. It's really, really good. And building up such gorgeous karma because you're doing this. This real judgment, real realization. It's a wake-up call here. Okay, I finally get this journey. There are some Divine Feminines here that finally get this journey. We got the Ten of Wands here again. What a burden it has been to have this disappointment energy going toward the Divine Masculine with this Five of Cups. But it's in reverse now. Releasing the burden. And when you release your disappointed energy that you're throwing at your Divine Masculine, it releases him from the shame of that. Look at this card. Look at these 10 wands on top of that naked man's back. That naked man represents Divine Masculine, stripped bare and burdened by the negative energy coming from Divine Feminine. These Divine Feminines have realized that releasing the negative energy that they're sending out to their Divine Masculine, even if it's subconsciously, it's the key to everything. It's the key to building up the karma that you need to be successful here. So proud of you. So proud of you. This is gorgeous. Really good. This is a short, sweet mirror message. They're usually quite a bit longer. There wasn't a lot to clarify here. This message is really, really strong. There are a wave of twin flames right now that have genuinely and seriously done the work on both sides. And I feel 2022 is the year. I mean, if you look at the numbers in 2022, in numerology, you remove zeros. So it's actually 222. Which is the couple's synchronicity number, right? I feel like this next year is going to change a lot for a lot of twin flames. I feel like there's going to be a lot of union and a lot of peace, depending upon your situations. I think a lot of twin flames are going to come to really good places, and I feel like there's a lot of work to be done in 2022. And I think that's the reason we're getting there, is because what do you do when you come into union? Sure, you're happy with your person, or you're at peace with your person living your own life, whichever it is. Sure, you've solved that. And that's great. You resolved something for yourselves. But being a twin flame isn't just about resolving something for yourselves. It's about what you then do with your knowledge, with everything you've gained on this journey, with as much as you've raised your vibration and everything that you've learned. It's about turning that around and helping the rest of the world with it. Because I got news for you. If you guys have never watched my Twin Flame 101 videos, which I suggest you do if you haven't done that and you're on the Twin Flame journey, everyone's got their own philosophy on things, right? When we're talking about religion and spirituality, and I am not here to say anyone else is right or wrong, but this is what I've gotten from Spirit, and this is what I understand. Everyone is a twin flame. Now, like, some people are reeling at that. No, it's very rare. There's only so many in the world, and it's not, you know, don't glorify it because it's this horrible thing. And look, let's dispel some of that stuff right now. First thing is, being a twin flame is not horrible. Guarantee you it's not. It actually teaches you more in this lifetime than you could probably ever learn any other way. Your twin flame shakes you up and teaches you more about yourself, about life, about your place in the universe, and about everyone's place in the universe than just about any other method that you could come to this lifetime to learn with. The second, it's not rare. I truly believe that everyone is a twin flame. Now, go watch my video on it to explain further, but just to wrap it up so you understand why. Look, not everyone is in the part of their soul journey, in the place in their soul journey where their vibration is high enough to recognize their twin flame or that they are one. And you might not be incarnate with your twin flame at the same time. That's why a lot of people don't recognize the twin flame journey as valid, because they're not in the place in their soul journey to recognize it, or it could be that their twin flame is not incarnate, and so they're not feeling that pull in the 3D. Those of us for whom those things are happening, our numbers are growing more and more because I feel like our planet needs higher vibrational people to help other people come up more and more. Anyway, that's my take on things. Do with it what you will. We are all here to use our own brain to filter information and decide what is right for us, what feels right for us, and to create our own belief systems. So anyway, just want to share that. Love you guys. Let's get some messages here. I hope that these videos help you a little bit on your journey. Get to a place where you feel more stable within yourself. And that's really what it's about. Okay, so first message from your counterpart, no matter who you are, and if the energy needs to be flip-flopped, you know it, and go ahead and do that. Thoughts of you slip into everything that I do. Message from your person. So your person is thinking about you constantly, like every day. I was just on the phone with my friend this morning talking about how thoughts of my person, and she has the same thing, filter through my mind every day, and the smallest things that I do to the biggest things that I do, there's always that kind of including my person in my life that way, and it's almost like a 5D inclusion. But your person, if you don't know it, they are thinking about you constantly. We've got, I am making my way back to you. Don't give up on me. Remember, you're tapping in to see if these messages fit your story before you're taking them into yourself. I don't ever want to give anyone a false sense of their place on their journey, ever. So it's up to you to decide what fits you and what doesn't. And if it doesn't fit you, don't be sad about it. Every reading that you watch, you're drawn to for a reason, and you're going to get something from that reading. And sometimes it's about understanding where you're not at and understanding where you can go should you do the work. It's not always about this is for you. Sometimes it's about this is where other people in my same boat are in their place in the journey, and this is where I can go. It's about hope. Okay? So if it's not resonating for you, you're still here for a reason. And so you have to get out of it what fits your journey and your story. Okay, next message. You give so much, and I know I need to balance it out, and I am working on that. Get a couple more. Are there more messages in this deck? Okay, yes, there are. I am afraid I cannot get to your level. Yeah, your person is still concerned. And, you know, it really could be, you know, because there's no past or present or future tense in these cards. They can only be written in one tense. And what I'm kind of getting is that I've been afraid I can't get to your level. But with the Emperor here in both places, And with where you guys are at, I'm not getting this as a present tense. I'm getting this as I've been afraid that I can't get to your level, but I really feel your person leveling up in a very big way here. I have broken us so much. Oh, have I broken us so much that we cannot be fixed? So these last couple cards are that little bit of doubt. And the reason I think I'm getting these is because there's another message that we need to have here. Go back and watch the last few mirror messages. If you haven't watched them, I really suggest that, because they give you other information other than just what's happening today. There's going to be conversations coming between you and your person. And when your person comes forward, understand that they have vulnerability in their heart when they're coming to you. And they're unsure. I mean, in Emperor energy, yeah, that's great. But if we're talking divine feminine, hearing out divine masculine, divine feminines, and these are coming out on top of the divine feminines cards. So I really want to urge you, when your person comes forward, they're going to have insecurities and vulnerabilities. No matter how powerful they are toward you, you are so special to them. You got to remember, you are their divine counterpart. As much as you love them and feel that they're your divine counterpart, they feel that you're their divine counterpart, and they don't want to lose you. And there's been a lot of junk in the journey that needs to be cleared out. Look, be kind and be patient, and let them speak and listen to hear and understand. Let them speak. Okay? If you care about this person at all, come from a place of love in the conversation. That does not mean that you don't set healthy boundaries and keep them. That does not mean that you don't speak your truth about how you feel and your experiences. But it does mean that you allow them to speak their truth about how they feel and their experiences, and you take that into yourself and filter that through you. And do it from a place of love. Okay? Because your person has insecurities still. Just like you do, and you know you do. We all do. And those are pieces of ourselves that are going to be healed together once we're at peace with each other. Some of us, once we're at union. Okay, we talk about healing in this journey, and there's a lot of healing that we need to do apart and on our own. What people don't always talk about is there are little pieces that are healed when we come together. There are pieces that we can only heal for each other. But you can't do those until you've done all the other work. So, come from kindness and love, okay? Just saying that. All right, this has been your mirror message. Please hit the like. I really genuinely appreciate that exchange. I love you guys, and I'm going to go ahead on to the personal card draws. I'm not going to stop the video. I think I'm just going to go all the way through. Let me just pull these up out of the way. And we'll get those done. And remember, if you'd like a personal card with a little mini reading at the end of the next mirror message, please put in the comments here that you would like that. Card, please, or draw a card, please. Something like that. I really think that's great. Okay. I like this deck. I'm glad I bought this deck. It's beautiful. Look at the back. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. It really, the blue is, it really feels like spirit speaking through the deck, all that blue, that throat chakra energy. And then it's tinged with purple all around the blue, so that's third eye. Crown chakra energy. It is third eye as well, purple's both. Okay. Let's see what we got here. What deck are we going to use for individual card draws? Okay, yeah, same deck. Putting it away that I'm not paying attention. So the first person up for an individual card is going to be Tanya P. Tanya, hi there. Tanya has come over to my channel from My Ugly Truth Tarot. I love that channel. Go watch Angie if you've never checked her out. She's a lot of fun. She's good energy. She's funny. Good companionship on that channel. Okay. I like that channel specifically for the camaraderie. Everyone is just, it feels like friends there. All right, so for Tanya, we got the Three of Swords. What's up with the Three of Swords, Tanya? Let me get a clarifier. What's... Oh, that makes me sad. Frustration, broken heart. You feel deceived about something. Yikes. What's happening in your life, Tanya? The Sun. Okay, hold on. What is this combination? Marriage, happiness. You feel deceived about a promise of happiness. What's on the bottom of the deck? Page of Cups, wanting that apology. Yeah. You want the good news. I can see it. You want your happiness, you want your good news, and you're sad that it hasn't come yet. Oh, love, it's going to be okay. Just do your best, you know, while you're on this journey and while you're waiting for things to manifest, to not be waiting. And I know that sounds so counterintuitive and it sounds so frustrating, and we talk about that, but let's look at the reality of that. Is that generally, think about a waiting room, okay? Think about like waiting at the DMV. If you guys aren't American, that's the Department of Motor Vehicles, where you have to wait in line for god-awful amounts of time just to register your car or something. It's crazy. But think about a waiting room. You sit in a chair and you cross your legs or whatever, and you literally do nothing for hours. It's completely unproductive time. Waiting energy, it wastes bits of your life. And your life is this gorgeous gift. And you're just a beautiful person, and you deserve a happy, fulfilled life. Just go out there and find the things that make you happy. Look at the little things, Tanya. Seriously, go get ice cream, or I'm hearing a pond. Is there like a duck pond or something like that? Feed the ducks, or like whatever it is that like brings you little bits of happiness. Infuse 1 or 2 of those into every single day for yourself. If you have to write them, make yourself a reminder on your phone. Take an hour each week and just figure out, in the coming week, these are the little things that I'm going to do that are going to make me happy. You got to do little things with your energy rather than the waiting thing. And I'm not trying to call you out. I see the sad, and I see how happy you know that you can be. It's like you can taste it. I know I could be so happy. But like, look, be happy now. Grab the little bits of happy, and then that's going to really bleed into your overall happiness, okay? All right, let's see what's next. Let's see what's next. Thank you, Tanya. I love you. I'm glad you're here. All right, Lynn. We're going to go for Lynn F. A card for Lynn F. What are we getting for Lynn F? Lynn F. Lynn F. On her twin flame journey. Lynn F. What does Lynn most need to know right now? Tell me something, Spirit. Okay, we got High Priestess and the Fool. Now, those are interesting. Those are the cards we just got in the reading. So this reading was definitely, I feel, for you. Or parts of it at least were, because I feel like it's time for you, Lynn, to really leap into your intuition and leap into your power. Again, it says right on the card, the most powerful card in the deck, the High Priestess. You are incredibly powerful as a human being, and it's time for you to really jump into your abilities and understand your power. Maybe do more research, maybe practice, maybe you're going to be a Reiki healer or a tarot reader. There's something you're going to do with your power that's really going to benefit you and other people. And it's time to, I'm hearing jump into it, leap into it. And you don't have to worry. Like, do it without worry, like the Fool. Make that leap. Because when you follow your intuition toward your power, it can't go wrong. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got next is Holly L. Holly L. Holly L. Holly L. Holly L. Holly L. Holly. Give me a card for Holly, please, Spirit. What does Holly need to know? What does Holly need to know? What does Holly need to know? Okay, that's too much, but I'm going to take the top one. 7 of Wands. Frustration. But it says that you're able to overcome frustration and you are on top of the situation. So, like, I feel like there's a situation that's been really challenging, and, like, you're in a twin flame reading, so clearly you have been in some frustrating circumstances, but I feel like you're coming out on top of it. No matter how it's felt, I feel like you're winning over the frustration. The bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. An official situation. There could be a marriage. I don't know what your situation is, Holly, but I feel like there's been frustration within some kind of higher level commitment for you. Whether you were married to your DM or your DF, where I don't know which you are, but you're married to your counterpart or married to someone else, or someone else is married to someone else. There's been a huge frustration regarding someone in a higher level commitment here, but I feel like you are overcoming that in a big way. 10 of Swords, you're coming out of a really painful cycle here. And you really feel stabbed in the back by this situation too, but you're ending the cycle with the 10. The 10 of Swords is very painful, but it's also the end of a painful cycle. 3 of Wands, yeah, you got a bright future ahead and you're looking at it now. You're not letting this mess up your future anymore. You are overcoming and you're surveying your future, your kingdom. You're looking over everything you built. That's a really nice energy. Really nice energy. And if you haven't gotten to this place of the 7 Wands where you're overcome, I think you're about to. It's about to get better. Okay. Last one is Odette. Oh, Odette. For Odette. What does Odette know? Most need to know today. What is, okay. Whoa. All right, hold on. I got 3 flips here, stacks, but I'm going to take the top ones. Can't do a full reading right now. King of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and 6 of Swords, Odette. There's something here about finances, Odette. I see something about money. A really difficult financial situation is about to get much better for you. You're going to be in a calmer place. If things are feeling really tight with money right now, it's about to get better. You're about to be in a place where you don't have to be so stressed. You're going to be feeling a lot more stable here. Someone may have, like, not done their fair share, upheld their end or something like that, and left you feeling very burdened and very kind of alone in the burden. And I feel like you are the King of Pentacles here, getting more stable, which is really nice energy. There's communications, Knight of Swords. Communication is going to be coming in that's going to help you find this calm place. Something's coming to you. It could be a letter. It could be an email. It could be any kind of information that comes to you that tells you that this situation is about to get better. And I really do feel it's getting better. I get this future energy about this now, so I feel like it's about to get better. It's about to pop off in a better way. So I hope that helps. All right, Odette, thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to ask for a card in the next video. Love you.